Hello, everyone. I'm Phalanges. This is the MouseCast podcast for the week of Friday, February 28th. This week we're talking about Asus made a scented mouse with like a little cartridge that you put essential oils in. What? Is this the future?
I legitimately thought that was April Fool's when I saw it.
Uh,
Lamzu's also just like throwing mice at us. The Inca's out, the Tachi's out, and then they added a new colorway to one of our favorite mice for them, the Maya X.
Heck yeah. All right. So, guys, subscribe if you like this stuff. We do it every week. Also, we have a Discord link in the description below. Daz, what's on your desk right now?
Got the Felina Disappointment 480, S480. Came in, it's a V6, it's an HTS Plus. But I've been using the IPI Float all day long. And then the mouse pad, I pulled up the Aero Gecko for this. But I've been using the Heavy B quite a bit as well. So
Okay, yeah, I'm eager to try out your heavy B. I've got I'm pretty boring. I've done this before. Still the ATKF1 Leviathan, and for like 3 weeks in a row, Infinity Mice Ruin.
nice. I just shipped a pad out in the box from that, so forgot that I
Nice.
had it until then.
Okay, so now I need to actually open up the news. Haha, look at that. We have a banner.
Banner.
I need to make a
Boo.
banner for the personal rambling section. So the first bit of news is the Lamzu Inca reviews are out. This is Boardsy's review. So if you guys don't know, the Lamzu Inca kind of flew under the radar. Well, it's been under development. It's been teased here and there. It's a ZA13. Okay. Um, can you look up the specs from the Lamzu website? Maybe I should just go to the Lamzu website actually.
I was gonna say,
Lamzu.
I'm already there, but yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, well, go ahead and read off the specs to us while Boardsy flips it around.
It's 40 grams. What else we got going on here?
He said 42 on his scale, so that's probably not including. Oh, yeah,
Plus or
there you go.
minus two, yeah.
Yeah.
Their site does not really show specs easily. There we go. AK polling, obviously. Nordic MCU, 3950. Only comes in white or black right now.
Mm-hmm.
Uses their web driver. That's about it. Solid bottom, which is unusual for Lamzu.
Yeah.
Two nice big pad skates, which you gotta love too. Optional little circle skates, I'm assuming. Maybe that's just their design there, but big
Yeah.
hump, narrow waist.
Yeah, I wish he would stay still for half a second, but the
Oh, yeah.
he brought up a good point. Why didn't it release under the Cyrox branding? You know?
That would have been great. Yeah. If I don't know what corners they would have had to cut to like make that happen. They do have their Lamzu branded Omron switches in there. I'm not sure if you caught that. Kind of like Pulsar
Yeah.
did, but claimed not to do. So
Yep. Omron Optical. So again, Borzi's not a huge fan of them, but
we love them.
yeah, I absolutely love them. Yeah, those big meaty skates look good too.
Oh yeah. He said they were potentially Xraypad's new skates coming stock on the
Xraypad
Lamzu mouse.
Ultra Glide?
I think it was something like that.
Haven't heard of
Let's
them.
see.
Yeah.
I saw them on LGG, I think.
Yeah.
Skates. Find it while we're talking here.
Man, it does look like a Cyrox from the bottom, though. I mean, the way that they do the on-off button, which is in a
Yeah,
little
he just flipped it right
rectangular
from like the
hole.
V6.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
they reversed them.
V6. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Okay.
we didn't already think it.
Yeah.
We know now.
I hope they come up with a decent colorway for it. So, is there anything else that Boardsy said that was really interesting? Um, yeah, again, he talked about the shape, or it's ZA13 shape, super high hump. If you haven't used a ZA13, the sides are typically nicely contoured, so you can, like, it's a decent hourglass shape. I don't know how this one is, but the main selling feature of the ZA13, really high hump, higher than like a Pulsar X2H.
But a little bit further forward, right? It's not all the way back like an X2H. If we just pull it up here, I guess.
Right, X2H is like a ball at the very rear of the mouse, whereas the ZA13 is more of a sloping.
But it's also just tall throughout the entire mouse. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so looking here at the X2H, yeah, you can see the ZA13 is a little bit taller, but it's more mid. And then if we look at the Inca,
It's pretty mid.
let's remove this. Yeah, they're pretty darn similar. Now the Inca might be a bit more narrow, which I'm a fan of. Sensor position's farther back too than the ZA13.
Honestly, tall hump back sensor, narrow waist. This is lining up to be a mouse I would love.
Yeah.
So
I know. I do really want to try one. Price tag's $120, he said though.
yeah, 120.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm guessing you are
I'll
too.
pass till it's 75 on Mouse Market probably.
Yup. Unless there was like some really, really cool colorway or something, but white and black I avoid. Well, that's cool. It's a shame. I had a discussion topic at some point that we'll get to about, if you could only pick one manufacturer's mouse to have, and that's it for like the rest of ever. Zowie would be such an easy choice if everything they made wasn't 65 plus grams. You know?
15, even 15 grams later would do it. 20 for sure though.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, they would have been the GOAT, 5 years ago.
For
Heck yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Moving on to another
Quick hit.
Lamzu launch. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to click this thing here. There we go. Lamzu Maya X Aimlabs edition. Look at that.
Probably both of our favorite Lamzu mouse, I would assume.
Yeah, yep. I think I still perform better with the Thorn, but the Omron opticals in the Maya X are just the best clicks I've ever used on a mouse.
Yep.
So now this colorway, how do you feel about this compared to something like the Fnatic Maya? What other colorways we have? We have
Well, there's the purple shadow too.
which is very cool. One thing I wanted to, so, oh, they didn't, okay. I thought the scroll wheel, I was like, I bet you they purposely had the black cut off about here so that the scroll wheel wouldn't stick out like a sore thumb. But that's exactly what they did with the purple
Yeah.
shadow. Would this have looked cooler if you did the gradient the other way? Maybe. I think so.
Or purple scroll wheel. I don't know. Yeah.
Or purple scroll wheel, yeah.
I think this is my favorite, honestly.
The purple shadow?
Yeah.
I think
I
I
don't know.
like
There's more color on this one though,
same.
because of how they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the font is gold like that too, brother, gold and blue looks so. Oh, that looks really good. I don't know. The black front does make it look like a dog or something, like their nose. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a funny point. Sure.
And then they of
Mm.
course have, this is such a solid one because it's a really vibrant orange. And then they also
Yep.
have the Lamzu Maya Imperial Red, if red is your thing. It's an all red. Does
It's a
not,
bit too bright for me.
yeah, does not have Omron opticals. Would go very
This
good.
colorway of this mouse always looked like a toy to me, like a
Hmm.
Happy Meal. Like it's just cheap.
Happy Meal
Yeah.
toy, yeah. It's still a
Yeah.
good mouse, but yeah, would go good if you had a Pulsar Super Glide Glass pad. Hmm.
I wish the side buttons were white on that red Maya, but
Yeah, I agree. So, yep, none of us are going to be picking one of these up, but sure. I'm guessing it comes with an Aimlabs license. That's what they did for the Asus ROG one, right?
it
Right?
said there at the bottom package contents, right?
Velvet bag, Aimlabs mouse.
Isn't A-Lens free?
Oh,
Kovacs is the one you gotta pay for.
you're right. They
Yeah.
made there was a Kovacs edition mouse pad at some point from somebody. Okay, so what does this do anything? I don't know. Doesn't do anything
Just
special
a
then?
sponsorship. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. I don't know. Whatever.
Onward, more Lamzu mice.
Yeah. Next Lamzu mouse, the Lamzu Tachi, not Tai Chi as I keep on wanting to tell
Oh
myself.
yeah. This comes in at $170. Same specs I read off for the Inca, 49 grams.
Okay. One
And
big di
notably more mid.
Yeah, one big difference is, let's see if he doesn't always do close-ups.
I don't love this camera angle.
No.
This is better, but I still don't love the angle.
Yeah, at least it's a cleaner camera. He's using something decent for his camera.
Oh, he's got the glass pad from TechUSI. Is it the protector? Can't remember what it's called.
So the big difference here, though, with the Tachi, it's magnesium. It's kind of like a Maya 1.5 size, so it's smaller than an X, but bigger than a normal Maya. Pretty safe shape. Magnesium, hot swappable mechanical switches. 3950, like you said. What did you say? There was like 47, 49 grams?
49, and apparently the sides are a little bit flatter for boardsy, so an even safer shape. I'm sure
Okay.
I would enjoy it shape wise, but
Yeah, but I mean that's like saying, do you enjoy GPX? Well, yeah, everyone does, except for
right.
tens. But
But yeah, I mean, the price tag, the magnesium, we talked about this before. Like, it feels like they just had to come out with it now because it was mentioned and forgotten for such a long time. And it's
yeah,
not something either of us are going to pick up at that price point. Dear Lord.
yeah, I feel like we've talked about this on the pod a few times, but it's just still not interesting to me. Yeah, it
Woodsy
takes.
was saying the colorway was really dull in person as well versus like the website did not pop. Like it was sun faded almost. And you can see that here. It's just kind of dull.
It is, yeah. It's like not a metallic finish. They did like a matte over it. Yeah,
Yep.
that's like I
Said the
know.
coating was like a Vapor Mini Sig, not like more of
Okay,
a like Starlight. So yeah.
yeah. I know like a big trend with automotive paint colors matte are popular nowadays. Yeah, you'll see matte or like satin.
I don't
Mm.
like the matte paint job on a car.
Yeah, you'll see like this kind of thing on car factory colors coming out of the factories like this, and where they don't have the metallic flake. And I think we're gonna look back at this in 10 years and be like, oh yeah, that's a 2021 car.
Matte color on a car is like something I use for 10 minutes in Need for Speed before I think it's dumb and go back.
Yeah, but
Takes me
yeah,
back to PlayStation.
even some of these that like this is not matte, this is still glossy. Look at the shine, but there's just no metallic flake. I'm kind
Right.
of in the same belief when it comes to magnesium mice. Make it look metal. Don't make it look plastic.
Make it pop.
Sure. I still do think it is cool. So the Tachi is a type of sword. So they had like inspiration. See the like the sword handle. That's where they got the hilt
Mm.
from. That idea. I do like that. In this day and
Lamzu is
age,
cool like that.
yeah, where mice are,
Inca,
yeah, where mice are like
Maya.
very iterative. Sure, have a theme, make it interesting. I want to. How about a space themed? Oh, we have the orbital pathfinder. I was gonna say a space themed mouse would be cool. Yeah. I was playing a board game with friends the other day, and I mentioned a katana, and nobody knew what a katana was. I was with like 12 people, and it was me and like two other people knew what a katana was. 80% of the group didn't.
That's actually shocking. I,
Okay, thank you.
what rock did we grow up under?
I don't know. Like,
Have you played like any game? I
right.
guess if you didn't,
Or am I
even
just
that though, it's just a
a nerd?
sword. Like what?
And these people are all
No.
nerds too. Like, we were sitting around playing board games. That's how I got brought up.
Huh.
Anyway. Yeah, so, oh, the last thing was the Tachi, Lamzu Tachi price.
It's sold out, by the way.
Sold out at $170.
We talked about this, and I was like, "Yeah, it's gonna sell out because it's gonna sell out. Like it's just like gonna happen, even though it's stupid."
Yeah.
Uh,
The hot swap, you need to undo 5 screws.
do we like the white?
I,
We don't hate it.
oh,
We don't
I
hate
like
it.
them both. Dude, these
Yeah,
web photos look really good, I have to say. That is a
that's the
good looking
thing.
mouse.
The
Both
white
of
and
them are.
gold's like a armor theme I would use on Destiny. I love
Yeah,
that deck
reminds me of
actually.
the White Power Ranger. Don't clip that. That's what that. Yeah.
My heart goes out to you.
All right, next topic. This is actually kind of interesting. Superlight G Pro X Superlight 2 SE. Is this real?
Stupid edition.
New devices supported. So I don't know. This guy screenshot of this, or maybe he's pulling our leg, and this is literally made up.
I don't know. Based on
Yeah.
that one version of the GPX they released, that was like 1,000 grams for like $200 or whatever it was. I'm
What?
gonna stick with the stupid edition. They
Stupid
released a
edition.
G. Wasn't that them, right? Logitech released like a G Pro dumb
Yeah.
light or
So
something like.
I
Yeah.
want to go to. I commented this. Maybe it's the Hero 25K sensor that's in the G309 and 1K hertz polling instead of the 44,000 DPI Hero 2 at 8K.
Uh,
There's the G502 SE, which is literally a G502 Hero but with a white paint job. That's it. It's only cosmetic, so maybe this is a cosmetic change. I was like, oh, maybe this is direct competition to the Death Adder V3 Hyperspeed, which is at $100. this guy brought up a good point. They already have the G Pro Superlight or Lightspeed 2, not the Superlight, the
That's the one I was
Lightspeed.
making fun of.
Oh wait, that's the
And it's
headset.
gonna give you the headset. Yeah, it's
Mouse.
Pro 2 Lightspeed right there. Second link,
Oh,
$130.
herpaderp.
Not this
Click on the
one.
Superlight.
Phalanges.
This is it right here. I literally looked at it earlier today. Oh my
Just
gosh.
search G Pro 2 Lightspeed.
I'm gonna go the Logitech link. Sure.
Why not?
Okay, $130. And there you go. It's a G Pro.
The GP Dome.
It's a G Pro wireless. It's literally a G Pro
Doesn't
wireless.
doesn't give me hope for this. If this is
No.
real.
Do people buy this? Dude,
Oh, just look at how mushy those side buttons feel. Oh my god.
but I just want to show you. Have you looked at Logitech? Let's look at gaming mouse, okay? Look at this, dude. You know, I always ask myself, do people actually buy this crap? And you can go to bestsellers on Amazon
Why?
and you can look at this. 10,000 bought in the past month. And I would take an MChose G3. Oh, I helped a coworker came up to me the other day and was like, "Hey, he and I have talked about mice and stuff." He's like, "I need a new mouse for work." I was like, "Brother, my knowledge is like enthusiast stuff. Go get yourself any old office mouse that has good battery life and Bluetooth." He's like, "No, I really like my Razer Death Adder. Recommend me something." So I brought him Corsair Qatar G305, Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed, and a few others. He cared about none of them except for the G305 and the Basilisk X Hyperspeed because of AA battery. So that just goes to show, like, I think MChose G3, why would you ever get a G305? But people literally want a AA battery.
People are buying 10,000 wired G502 Heroes.
Wired G502s, 10,000 plus
what decade
bought.
is it?
Red Dragon, $20 mouse. Dude,
Wired.
at $20, there are some great mice at $20 that have
This
a
is
better
offensive.
sensor than this and are wireless. Again, Basilisk V3, 5,000 bought. The
We're still selling 4,000 G Pros.
Jeep from 2018, dude. It came out in 2018. Okay, I do agree. Out of everything on this list, this is like objectively a better buy than like any of these, though.
Probably.
But it is not $70. Okay, sure, some Red Dragon mouse. Okay, G502 wireless makes sense. I can't believe people spend $92 on this.
How far do we have to scroll until we find a good mouse?
Okay,
For
Death
today?
Adder.
GPX for 90.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that's
3,000 bought.
Cool.
But that's like
TMKB Falcon.
Razors up there. People still buying
Oh, wow.
G302s. Corsair Scimitar. FFJ. What the heck? And then I had a review. One of these totally garbage sensor that spins out. Yeah, it's just weird. When are we gonna get to like a good enthusiast mouse? I mean, there's been good like Razer stuff. G703 is still selling. I'm sorry, I'm committed. I want to get to like a mouse that we would care about.
Yeah.
People still spend $85 on a Viper V2.
One guy in my office was using an Orochi, I noticed yesterday.
Oh heck yeah! I mean, they have Bluetooth and their battery.
Orochi, yeah.
Now it's on a different page format. Well, there's Infic. Look at that.
Hey.
Another Gundam mouse.
That mouse is a brick from them, but yeah. Atlantis.
Okay.
Even
Atlantis.
that I don't love.
50 bought in the past month.
$102.
Okay. There you have it.
Gravistar.
Yeah. This launched at $150. Never
no.
forget.
Rip.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a bit long, but it was
No,
fun.
that was funny. So, I mean, we didn't really have a whole lot to say because what do we think this SE is? A colorway
Smelly
change?
edition? The coating wears off for your McDonald's? I don't know.
Where does this fit, Daz? Because this was my take. I think it's gonna be a Superlight, but with 1K hertz and priced still too high, like $120, $130.
It released new for 100, that'd be, I mean, still debatably not worth it, but
Yeah. Honestly, if it released at $100 and directly competed with the Death Adder V3 Hyperspeed, I think that makes sense in my brain, but I don't think that's the way it would go.
it makes sense for the market, but you can just get an MChose A7.
I know. What would be cool is the Hyperspeed Death Adder is smaller. They already have the G Pro X Superlight for the enthusiast lightweight full size. They have the Lightspeed 2 that we just looked at that was $130. What if the SE is a small version, small edition?
Small. Yeah, small. Yep.
That would actually be cool.
Sentinels edition. Yeah.
No, you have to say it how he spelled it.
Sentinel.
Senate Tannels.
Sentinels.
All right. Let's move on to the next topic. Is this another garbage topic? There might be some things to say about the Akko Pulse 01.
I don't know. It's somehow $10 off from the last time I looked at it. Every spec about this mouse is good, but it looks like it's too heavy.
Okay. So the specs are 3950 sensor. Okay. 8K hertz polling rate. Okay. Shape looks pretty safe. Okay. 100 million click lifespan. So KLGM white swords. KLGM
I like
X white swords. Yeah, they're good.
They're in the float.
DPI
They're
adjustment.
in the Pro Max R1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They have software.
The site doesn't list the weight, does it?
500 milliamp hour battery. No weight. But where did we see the weight? Because we
tweet or something. It's 79 grams, I think, right?
76 grams.
72,
79?
79, 76.
I think it was
70s.
76. Yeah.
I like the company. I like almost everything else about the mouse. I am getting a review unit, so that's cool. And I will review it. If it nails everything else, we'll see how the weight plays. If it was like 55 grams even, like it's $70 with all these great specs. But
yeah, that's just wild to me that it's
quite the choice.
Yeah. Look at that. They used ELO shapes? Wait, what? They're using ELO shapes. Yo, where's the credit? Look at that. Even the sensor position, they're trying to copy. They're comparing it to the G Pro X. G Pro
69
wireless.
69
grams.
5.
70. Okay, it's going to be 74.
74.
Grams.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking about this though. As much as I want to give companies crap for the plus or minus grams and then it's always the heaviest, I do think, devil's advocate, they're usually weighing it without the skates. And hot take, I do think that's the way it should be done. Otherwise, it discourages companies from shipping things with big, fat, thick skates.
So this S480 36 plus or minus 2 skates on 40 grams. So the plus or minus 2 is without the skates.
Yeah.
They're pad skates. It gets you to 40. Exactly what you just said.
Yep. So
good coating, by the way.
Interesting.
Shocking from Philea.
Yeah. Well, we know it's made by Kysona, and the Kysona Uranus coating is pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Tell me more about Uranus. Something rather orange to say.
That's
this
for
day?
later.
Today.
Daz.
There's a word for that.
Daz, that's in personal ramblings.
That is a personal topic.
Okay. Anything else to say on this? I do like they have disassembly pictures. The PCB looks small. Where is the weight coming from? Do they just have a really thick plastic shell? Maybe it'll be built like a tank. Akko keyboards are decent.
I'm still holding out. Like, I still have hope for the mouse.
Yeah. It's just weird. You go to make a mouse for the enthusiast market and you're like, we need a 3950, but then you just totally brain fart on the weight. I don't get that. I don't get
even
that.
with a 500 milliamp hour battery, like you could probably 58.
Yeah.
It better be built like a tank.
Yeah. Again, something I said to Daz before the pod we were recording. What if we're just dumb Americans with our thinking that the way we have things is the way it should be? And maybe Akko is like super popular in certain countries where the demographic they still want heavy mice. There's still the G Pro X Superlight is not selling at all, but the G Pro Wireless, the heavy old version, is.
The Chinese government pays people to play smoothbot all day, so you just need stability on your smooth tracking. I don't know.
That's a conspiracy theory I can get behind. Okay.
All right.
Speaking of
who needs a gripper mouse?
Yeah, it's all placebo. Move it with your brain. Okay. So I don't want to play this guy's whole video. This is a gripless mouse, guys. And this guy's
the cat. This is too much.
How does this guy only have 1.8k subscribers? Peak engineering.
Is innovation.
I didn't watch this until now just to like see what it was all
I
about.
know.
Greatest gift to mankind.
Oh my goodness.
Sacrifices beyond what everyone should be willing to.
For those of you listening, this is just like an amazingly edited 2009 high school video, but it's really well done. It just reminds me of Power Thirst.
Okay.
This is a mouse. There's been a special.
Okay, I don't want to spoil this dude's whole video because you guys need to go watch this from GNOPE 13 days ago.
GNOPE.
Peak innovation or something. He makes this mouse basically out of. He found out that the HSK Pro PCB, the clicks are separate from the sensor, and you can separate them and run it with just the sensor PCB. So he like soldered some jank clicks on there.
This is by far.
And he 3D printed. It is the lightest wireless mouse I think ever because it's gripless. It's only like 9.9 grams.
Noise.
But there's a problem. Problem to hand
After
strain.
seconds of using this mouse, my hand just.
In seconds of using this mouse.
Learning how to relax my hand.
That's a
That's just
Prime
hilarious.
PM1.
Oh my god.
Test. CS2. Almost immediately.
Repositioning. This is funny.
Recenter the mouse. I cannot recenter this mouse. I can't think my way out of this. I can't just magically lift the mouse. I have met myself with the ultimate wall of this project. Do I superglue the mouse to my hands, ruining the body every time I want to use it and risk damaging the PCB? Do I design finger holders that will only work for me and might not work for everybody else? Do I give up?
Never give up. Alright, we gotta stop just playing this video, but yeah.
Cloth glove and spiky Velcro, baby. I don't go down without a fight, and I'm gonna give this mouse a fair, honest shot at the high off, but it works. To piss one.
What's happening?
Dude, we have arm sleeves. Imagine you go to play video games and you gotta put on your glove with Velcro.
Oh no. Glad I didn't watch.
And let me be the first to
Oh
tell
my
you
gosh.
is garbage. But didn't you say this was
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's all we should show. You guys should go watch the rest of the video. But it is so funny. And you know what the best part of all of this is? We're getting to a point where mice are so iterative and everything's a clone of one another and everything has high-end sensors. I'm down with this.
Alright, give it a shot.
I'm down with this. Yeah. So guys, please go check out GNOPE. One step away from making a trackpad. Yeah, just we all move back to trackpads.
I laughed at a mouse video ever in my life.
Okay.
It's too good.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like do you have more thoughts, Daz?
I don't know how we're gonna follow this up. The next topic's boring as heck.
It is. Let's go to the next topic. You guys should go check out GNOPE though. Next topic. 4114 Aero V2 new mouse pad from the 4 for 1 and all for 4. Guys, they had the Aero V1 that was a Spandex pad. Yay, Phalanges love Spandex pads. I'm still using one. The V2
Loser.
they have. I should actually go to 4114 Aero V2. Let's go to their website.
The V1's a pad I always heard about. It was praised. House Gaming, rip, miss you. Was like had it in his top 5 pads at one point. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a Spandex pad, but it's like a more controlled Spandex. The 4114 guys are 2 Fortnite pros who started their own mousepad company, and they're actually like really into it. They have a unique, they say, overview, engineered for the highest level of esports competition, design, blah, 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 blah. They have a new base, speed focus featuring optimized static and dynamic friction with our polyester plus spandex twill surface and alpha cell Gen 2 base. So it's this. It sounds like it's the same surface as the V1, but you have a V2, a Gen 2 base. It's a 530 by 490 size, which is nice that it's not just another
Oh,
stupid
nice.
420 by 490 pad. And it's a slightly higher friction than like a lot of other speed pads, like than what a Raiden is. I haven't tried one. I would love to. I think you and I entered a giveaway. Dude, that base on Twitter,
We did. I hate the art. I really, really. It's like
the
unsettling.
chrome.
The teeth on the skeleton. I don't like. The
I
skull.
thank you. I agree. I think this is a little bit morbid, maybe. I get
Yeah,
that it's
it's kind of creepy.
artsy. This one I think is cooler.
Oh yeah, I'm down with that.
But
Thank God, there's two versions. Okay, cool.
yeah, they talked to somebody and made two versions for sure. This is very cool. This is beautiful. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this one's recognizable, I guess. Chrome, they call it. I don't know, $55. Cool pad. After shipping, I'm guessing it's gonna be like $10 in shipping, brother. I'm gonna get a couple pads from Mitrova. I'm sorry. I
Yep.
don't know, man. I'm just over kind of boutique pads. But I appreciate them sticking with it. Yep.
All right, modular mouse coming up.
Modular mouse, yeah. Project I've been working on, the
All right, this picture looks like
Modulo, hydrogen, and helium.
the tape dispenser at my parents' house.
It does look like a tape dispenser. Wow. Yeah, good eye.
That's
Look
the
at
only
how
thought.
look at how narrow it is. So I never clicked on this, even though it was. Oh, I thought I got more upvotes. The idea was to make a modular mouse that offers full customizability and weight from 30 to 130
100
grams
grams. Wow.
and shape for palm, fingertip, hybrid, claw, with open source firmware and hardware based on ESP32. It's still a work in progress, but once it's done and up to standard, I might look into selling them later on. Would someone here be interested in something like this if it were completed? Top
Oh
comment.
my God. ESP32 is those things that I accidentally got shipped from AliExpress. What the hell?
Are you OP?
That's the weirdest thing ever. Anyway,
ESP32, what is this? It's an SoC.
how much
Low
did I
cost,
get?
low
What
power
value did I
system
get
on
low
a chip.
cost? Low cost. No.
Okay, it's a system on a chip. Okay then.
Was this guy like whoever's order I got was like gonna make these little mice and then put the like shoestring grip on the back of it, and that was
Yeah, I know,
that was the
right?
point?
Personally, I'm not
Anyway,
vibing with this somewhat boxy design. The shell clickers look, yeah. So this guy has thoughts. Um, is it based on the atom
Build-A-Corn?
palm
What's the
hydrogen?
name?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Daz?
I know modular mice are like a place we thought the market might go next because what the heck else are we gonna do? It's so boring. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see where this goes. I'm sure there'll be a follow-up post when it comes to fruition, and we'll talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's this and the what's it called? What was the other modular
Orbital
mouse?
Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder. Yep.
Yeah, and then before that, I don't know. Whenever I think modular mouse, I still think of the Ninox Astrum, RIP. Um,
Literally.
Indiegogo. Yeah, this thing was vaporware. Yeah, the guy got a bunch of money and then disappeared. I think it just ended up being more difficult than what he thought. But yeah, this was back in the day. This is old, but just a
Under
modular
80
mouse.
grams. The 3360 sensor.
Yeah, adjustable sensor position. I believe. Oh, Ponage
Before
talked
Ponage.
about this. This was like licensed. Like Ponage, I think, bought this from him, or he was licensing this from Ponage. There was something weird going on there, though. It was rather interesting. Yeah. Anyway, modular mice. I do agree. I think that's a cool path forward in the future. I don't know, with how picky people are about creaking and click quality and weight and stuff. We already know the market. People who are willing to buy a $180 modular mouse kit are probably also willing to buy like 8 mice, you know?
Yeah.
So buying something that's jack of all trades, master of none is just going to continue to fuel the, well, I need to still find my end game. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's cool whenever we see projects like this pop up, but this one personally didn't wasn't interesting enough for me to put in the dock. So I was just like, okay, cool. It is cool if he's like making his own PCB and stuff, and he's modeling. This guy has some skills. Kudos.
What's that smell?
Is this
It's Asus.
Asus making a smelly
Or
mouse?
Asus. I've never known.
It's Asus actually. Or,
It is,
wait
okay.
a second. I
I
guess
think it's actually Asus, but I just refuse to say it.
Asus. I don't know. Iridescent white. Look at that. Fresh as a baby's bottom. Oh,
This
I wanna
mouse looks like a mouse.
see them stick in the juice. Where does the juice go? Did we see it already?
Here it is.
Oh, they're juicing it.
Sploosh.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It's juiced now. Well, fill it with your favorite scent. Okay, hold up. Sorry, guys. We're sponsored by Asus. I'm going to make you watch this ad 3 times. Okay, so it's a little cartridge that you put your essential oils in, and then maybe it has an ultrasonic thing that diffuses it into the air.
When does this release? Just watch. If you go back to Amazon top selling mice, this will be up there when it drops.
Yeah, Asus Fragrance Mouse MD101.
Legitimately thought I was being trolled
No side buttons.
when I saw this.
Okay.
We are sure this is real, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because I saw a bunch of like news outlets reporting on it. Okay, so what's your take, Daz? Okay, let's hear your positive take first.
I mean, the design's just so ergonomic. I can't believe it. I don't know. I do like a nice little scent. Like I like to light a candle. We used to have diffusers going in the house. This just bakes it into your mouse. So you can use it twice before you forget to ever refill the cartridge. That was supposed to be positive. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
That's pretty much all I've got too. I'm glad they're trying something different. You know, it's kind of like fast food restaurants always have to come up with the next stupid Dorito flavor blasted taco crunch wrap ultra max. So why not?
I think this is the meme where the guy pitches the idea and just get tossed out the window. Like,
Yeah. Okay, the negative though, one I have is, brother, what goes on top of your mouse? Your friggin' hand. Your hand is gonna be walking around smelling like whatever you
your
juice
favorite
up your
scent,
mouse
whatever
with.
your favorite scent is.
Yeah, and your mouse pad. Your mouse pad is gonna get juiced too. All right. I'm not a fan. I don't know.
Do you buy this for your like friend in high school and put like a weed scent in there just to troll him? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, put whatever the cannabis oil is in it. I don't know how it diffuses it, but it charges in the butt. That's a butt charger, right?
Stick it in the butt. What do these buttons at the bottom do?
Wait, no, it had a battery. Wait. So that's the diffuser port. That's the exhaust. It is the butt. It is the butt.
Your mouse is just farting.
Your mouse is just farting along as you work. Oh man, I hope they make a mouse with sound effects next. You know, I want a mouse that is scented, that vibrates, that has integrated AI assistant capabilities, and then it can just be my girlfriend. One love, one mouse.
Yeah, GPT mouse.
Okay. All right.
That's
it for the news.
Change.
Thank you. Reddit recap. Reddit recap. I only have like one topic here. This is just kind of a funny meme. It should have been me, not him. It's every single time I see a new mouse, it's an EC2 XM2 GPX Viper egg shape release. Yep, and this is a Cooler Master MM720 CM Storm Spawn.
Which we just talked about recently.
Yeah. This is a Titan.
Did I sell mine?
Air.
Did I return mine? I had one and I like got PRs with it in Kovacs too.
Really? Oh, CM 720?
$19. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And there's
Frenzy. Top performing mouse.
Nice.
Who the hell knew? 712? 711?
720. 720.
All their stupid names are so
Yeah.
indiscernible in my brain. 720. Yeah. Unavailable. Amazon.
Yeah, RIP Cooler Masters Mouse Division. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened to their mouse division?
scurried away. I don't know.
Yeah, so do you remember there was a MM712 Pro Computex. They teased these at Computex in 2023. They were a pro version of the MM712, which is an amazing shape, the X2H before the X2H existed. Amazing shape. They had all
I have
these
it in my basement
and
somehow. Yeah.
and they were going to launch, and then they didn't. And you don't know why? Because one day Cooler Master management said, "Nope, we are exiting the mouse industry," and they totally canceled it. Very sad. Yep, Cooler
It's
Master
got
had some.
vibes of what who is it? HyperX? Who's making the mice that are like they're bringing their mice back but not doing it well?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm trying to play. We
Uh
talked about it like 2 weeks ago. I
oh
will find
shoot,
it.
I don't know. IntelliMouse, Microsoft like remade the IntelliMouse some years ago. Anyway, this is a amazing shape. If you haven't used one before, it is pretty nifty. It's like a weird small palm shape. Yeah, Titan GE Air exists though, guys. So discussion topic is, Daz, what mouse would you want to see revived? Maybe I'll go first since you're looking for something. I
I am,
think
yeah.
I think the FK2 isn't really. I feel bad because it's kind of boring, but uh, let's look up Zowie FK2. This is a fantastic, super low profile flat mouse with a really nice hourglass shape. Like the Viper V2 Pro exists, but it's still not quite the same. It just does not feel as refined. Zowie shapes just feel so refined. They're so
Hmm.
flexible in how you grip them, but without being a boring, bland potato like a GPX. So I think the FK2 is up there. I mean, they have a wireless version now, but it's too heavy, so I don't really care.
It was
And
HyperX. HyperX at CES was bringing all their mice back, but they were still kind of too heavy.
oh
The
yeah,
Pulsar
yeah.
Haste 2S, that's what I was thinking of.
Well,
Anyway,
by bring back, I mean the Haste 2. That's not an old mouse. I want to say the Haste 2 Mini release date. Like I want to say this came out 2024. Yeah, January 2024. So
oh,
they have been producing these, but just we don't care because it's HyperX and they get bad reviews from Pisogel. So
mm.
yeah. Anyway, do you have a shape revival you want to see in
Mine
2025?
already mine already came back. It was going to be the HGS Ace, and it's just back in the HGS Ultra. It's the top mouse I don't have that I want to try. I think I talked about it every week since it came out now. I
Yeah,
would like to use this mouse.
yeah.
This
Which
is the first shape where I was like, wait a second, small mice might be the answer for aim training in certain games. It's super short, but it's got a really tall mid hump, and it's just like locks it in for my off the wall grip. So Bordsy keeps saying he thinks it's like the best mouse release this year, and no one's talking about it.
really?
In
Hmm.
like multiple reviews, he said that. Yeah, how
What
light it is.
what color?
39.50. It's not even that expensive in reality.
32.5 gram. Yeah, I know. Like yeah, it's just
It's a solid
G-Wolves.
release.
You gotta hide your mom from Jin.
Yeah,
But
you
32.5
beat me to
grams
it.
or
uh,
32.5 grams is impressive. I mean, they are. Yeah. Which
Not
color?
purple.
Red? You'd go for red?
Why isn't the scroll wheel white though? Buy the
Just
red
have
one and have you put the white scroll wheel
swap
in
them.
here.
Buy two
Yeah.
of them. Yeah. Yeah.
And ever present is the strawberry. I'll never not mention it. Anyway,
Oh
their
yeah.
box art's always top notch.
It is. Yeah, they have and then they have something light that came out. I do think this looks nice. I've been tempted with some of these when they come up on eBay cheap.
The Hot ES, the HGS, it's such a good shape. I love
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Any other shapes you would want to see revived?
Is the Model L unique? Like, could somebody else make that better? Like,
The Glorious Model O? Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty close to a Viper. I don't
Okay.
know. I do think the Model O Pro ain't bad. Model O Pro. They have like button grinding issues.
Maybe Glorious just revived themselves as a company and like put a coating on it. I don't know. I wish they made good mice these days.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for them.
Yeah. I don't know. Um
Rest. Woo.
Sensei, yeah, I think the Sensei could be done better. I mean we have the Wise Owl Cloud, but that's like it. And any other old classic shapes? I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm drawing a blank. Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like there. Oh, I have one. I have one. IntelliMouse Explorer 3.0. Yeah, I would like to see this remade. Um, lightweight. Sure. I mean, this is literally what the EC is based on. The guy
Mhm.
who the Zen
Yeah, we
Van
talked about.
he
Yeah.
literally based the EC2 on this. This is a huge mouse, but I think it could be done pretty well. And also on this note, the I'm drawing another blank. Um, well, it's okay. Whatever. This, sure. Oh, sorry, Fantech XD5 Go. This is a cool one. It's an
Oh,
IntelliMouse. It's the same IntelliMouse we looked at, but way shrunk down smaller. I love this ergo. I aim so well with
interesting.
it, even though and it gets amazing. Piezogal did a great review on it, and it gave it. I think did he give it editor's choice? Yeah, he gave it editor's choice. Like it's aside for
Wow.
1,000 hertz point. Oh, yeah, fantastic. It's heavy though and has RGB. So I guess yeah. There's my answers. I'd like to see this stuff remade.
Alrighty.
Otherwise, what do we have else on Reddit? I have here
Doomscroll.
Doomscroll. Okay, let's go to top for the past week. Um, okay, we have This Hurts My Head. It's a cursor mouse. Literally a
I have
cursor
to
mouse.
let's go to the comments. There was a comment I enjoyed.
Was it? Let me see if I can find it and get a. Is it cursor mouse or mouse cursor? That
The
is
mouse cursor, cursor mouse. Yeah.
that is
That's just
actually
where my
pretty
brain went.
funny. Why
Yeah.
is this? Is this a different language?
Oh, look
Must
at the bottom right corner. Look at the text in the bottom right corner on the bird. If you can zoom in.
2300 frames per
25,
second.
300 frames per second. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
What does
Which
that mean?
that's so you want to know why
How does
sensors
that
are
translate?
you want to know why sensors are 8K hertz polling? Because the 3395 has an 8000 FPS camera.
Mm,
hmm
there you go.
Yep. So that's what that is. It's like basically a camera, then it uses the MCU to compare the images. That's how optical sensors work. What's your asking price? He wants to buy it from him. 2300 FPS. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's why people don't understand it. But
Ooh,
that's
let's
just
let's
how.
Google these mice that everybody else is Googling.
Sunnyline Burger Mouse? Heck yeah. Dude, Burger Mouse? Thumbnail?
Oh, look at Krabby Patty.
Oh, dude, it's literally a Burger Mouse.
That's too good.
That is so cool. Oh, I want one.
I want a
Oh my
PS. I want a
gosh.
burger mouse.
Imagine you're making like the tooling, like you're designing this. All right. Cisco Luigi Colani
Oh
mouse.
my goodness.
This thing?
What a shape.
Oh, it's made out of wood. Okay. Cool. Animax vertical mouse. Um, just like a
There's just
massive,
real
or is this
atrocities here.
one of these things? I don't know. Yeah. Mouse pen Sunnyline. Oh, cool. I don't know, dude. This looks like a medical device that goes in an orifice.
Essentially Uranus.
It's a
There
ball.
was like
It's a
one.
ball mouse,
There
dude.
was one
Oh.
Christmas. My grandma got me like a random like CVS pointer mouse. I almost
Mhm.
died. Like, Little Tykes Cozy Cup Coop mouse?
Okay.
No way.
Is this better than the
Dude, the
Burger
Cozy
Mouse?
Coop is legendary. Yes, it
Oh
is.
my gosh, you literally your hand goes it's so your hand will be protected from the rain.
We scoured Facebook Marketplace for months for my daughter and found one of these from like when we were kids. Like,
All right, what else? Commodore Lynx. Dude, shout out to this homeboy who look at this
what
ugly
a great
thing.
list. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like Mickey Mouse.
And then I have one at the end of this list. Mouseman cordless. Um Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, really
I think
old
I've used that
wireless
before.
mouse.
Yeah.
Wow. It looks like a snail.
Yeah.
Snail shell. Deck PC4XSAA. Okay, this looks like another ball mouse with two buttons and it's just a semicircle.
Huh.
I don't know. Some industrial
Impressive.
designer was like, so it's made by some German guy who's like, no, and this is how it will be.
Yeah, looks
Xerox.
like it was more like Russian Czech language there, but
Yeah. X. Wait, this is a Xerox mouse. Heck yeah, look at that cable.
oh my god.
Beautiful. And mass. Oh yeah, look at that. They look like a movie prop. Or
100%.
AI generated. Ooh, an Apple vintage mouse? Apple. Oh, this is cool. Apple like Puck
Ooh.
mouse? Is this wireless too? What's this cutoff for the sensor? I think it just became the first person to make an Apple Bluetooth USB Puck mouse. Oh, he DIY'd it. Oh, yeah, we've seen these.
Oh, okay.
You recognize this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like computer lab back in your like in a
Yep.
library or
100%
something.
where my brain just went straight there. Yep.
Yay, millennials with our transparent plastics. So the one I have is vintage ball mouse mirror chrome. Let's see if I can find it. So I have it somewhere, I think, unless I threw it out. Um, a vintage mouse. I wonder if I can find silver. It was like literally plated in silver, but the silver was so heavy.
Wow.
Vintage computer mouse silver. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. It was literally a vintage two-button mouse like this, but it had silver, literally silver, like sterling silver. I mean, I don't know if it was sterling. I actually don't know what sterling silver is.
Yeah.
Like sheets of it on it that was like a millimeter thick. So the thing was heavy. I mean, it's like
Wow.
a plate, it's like a tank. And because it was on the buttons too, and the buttons were so heavy, they had to make the switches insanely heavy. These are like 150, 200 gram force switches, heaviest switch I've ever. I mean, the thing would like ka-chunk when you'd press it. Too bad I can't find a picture. So sad. Okay, let's move on to
Prepare to
ram-
be bored.
personal
We're going to
ramblings.
talk about my YouTube channel for hopefully not that long. Okay, go. I'm getting a bunch of review units out of nowhere. The first thing is I woke up this morning to a DHL shipping email up from Pulsar because the X2F is coming. That's exciting. Subscribers have slowed down substantially because I can't make videos as much as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the X2F. I don't fingertip, but I'm going to now. See how it goes.
Reviews were surprisingly positive.
Yeah. We talked about this in the podcast a couple weeks ago, and then I was like, screw it. And I applied right after the podcast, and then they were like down with it, even though I legit said I don't fingertip. So maybe that's gonna be my take. Non-fingertip user uses fingertip mouse. How's it go?
That's good.
I'm
Yeah,
workshopping
yeah.
that title, but yeah.
Because the sides actually look like it's a little bit more to hold on to than a typical fingertip mouse.
Yep.
Cool.
Exciting. I've got a Terra Pro coming to Evolution. That's actually super exciting because the X3 disappointed me, not anybody else, for some reason. Uh, so we're looking forward to this to
I'm run
hopefully,
opticals in it.
yeah, to hopefully. I think they pivoted to something else.
Oh, really?
There was a switch change I heard about, and I don't know if it's been listed or not.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna get results here when I Google this.
FE Advanced Optical Switch 100 million, and it has the
Well, that's
pinout.
an on-run, isn't it?
Yeah, it has the
It's still
pinout
an
of an
on-run.
Omron.
Okay.
Okay. 49 grams plus or minus 2. Okay.
So I'll do a G703 versus X3 versus this video.
That'll be good. That'll be really good, I think.
And then I've got an Octogrip mouse pad coming from Tenta-X. I'm hoping this collab review goes well, and then I can get their speed pad as well because I'm really excited about that. But I just want to see how their pads are, the quality. So this is more of a control pad.
Okay, control pad. Are you getting the 500 by 500?
I'm not sure what the size is, but the purple I've heard is very vibrant, which is also kind of exciting. So
That is
we'll see if
cool.
it's more vibrant than my infinite speed.
Yeah. Woven fabric, Apex grip tech.
They restocked the Cataclysm glass pad everywhere, and my stupid consumerism was like, "Oh, it's in stock, you gotta buy it," even though I don't love glass pads.
What makes it? I know nothing about this pad, but
This is a control glass pad. I don't know anything else about it. It was reviewed well, but
it's reasonably priced.
I have a SkyPad arriving tomorrow, so
Oh yeah.
my $40 Mouse Market SkyPad 3.0. It took like
Okay.
over 2 weeks because USPS absolutely sucks.
Yeah, I have a
Anyway,
package that's lost by them right now. Yep, a Hien XXL. So what are you most excited for out of all three items?
the X2F, because it's so foreign to me. I've never used a fingertip mouse before, and receiving something from Pulsar is also exciting. So
Yeah, that's pretty baller. Yeah. And you think that so the review you think would also be the most interesting on this one too, right? I don't
I
know.
would think so. Yeah.
Your Terra review, the fact that you have the other mice to compare it to is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, we know the Aimlabs one went interestingly for him. Damn
Yeah.
those side buttons though.
Yeah. Okay.
They're juicy. I released
Um,
one short this week. I'm going to talk about it because it was for the IPI Float, which is straight up my favorite mouse right now. This thing is so good.
okay.
I
Yeah.
like legitimately don't understand why it's so good. Because I don't like the UX, the Final Mouse medium shape doesn't typically work for me, and this just like locks into my hand, and I can perform in all Kovac scenarios, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. It's not quite a Final Mouse shape.
It's
Um,
very similar, but it's narrower.
yeah. Well, I have an
But the
Attack Shock
profile
R.
is low.
I have an Attack Shock R3, which I'm pretty sure is the same
Hmm.
shell, just magnesium, and this is going to be carbon fiber, which is nice. Is
Yeah,
it?
I like the finish on it. Like, it's not like the grippiest coating, but it's fine once you get using it. Um, it's got the white swords. They're like super tactile clicks. The side buttons jut out really nicely. The skate's a crappy black PTFE. They're not the worst black PTFE I've ever used, though. It's built like a tank at like 42 grams. The
Yeah.
sensors performed really well. I just blown away. I got it for $50.
And the
I got
side
the 1.8
1.8, so it's 8K wired, right? Or
wireless, 1K wired, 8K
okay,
wireless. Because why would I go for anything else?
yeah,
Yeah,
okay. So the holes you said also don't bother you because they're smaller.
they're so
Yeah,
small.
they
I
do
just
look pretty small.
forget about it. Yeah,
Really? Because that's a
because the
change.
thing that bothers me about the Beast X, if I can get it here, is this big hole right there in the middle. Like it throws off how my hand sits on the mouse, and like it just doesn't give me as solid of a grip there. Because like my palm makes contact in that spot, but like not a problem on this mouse because they're just so close together. So
Yeah. Well, WLMouse with their competition, Beast X or what is it, Pro, with the one with the solid
yes,
sides.
solid sides.
So if you opt for one that does not have solid sides, they said they made the cutout smaller. And to me, that's like that's dumb. I'm just not gonna get cutouts.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. Are cutouts manageable if they're small enough? Maybe.
I don't notice it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of interested in one, but I have this attack shark, so I'm just not. I'm just holding off. But
For sure.
yeah, well, that's good. I wonder who IPI is.
I don't know. Their like software solution on desktop is not like anyone else's. Like it's a different software. So
Hmm.
they didn't copy anybody for that at least. The dongle's also unique.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Looks like one of
Yeah.
those old, overbuilt, rugged USB sticks.
Looks like a it's still like a health pack. It looks like something from like Fallout. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. Sure, like a cryogenic space
Yeah,
escape
exactly.
pod. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
It's
Um.
gonna actually leapfrog the GPX clone for a video.
Hmm.
Mostly because I don't like that clone, but
Okay. I respect that. I
that's
kind
all
of
we got.
if I can get one for $30, should I?
The 179 or the float?
The one. Oh, the float.
I would. Oh my goodness, yes.
Okay. Okay. Speaking of a mouse that I got for about $30,
Let's do it.
my Uranus,
Minus.
Kysona Uranus. I've been using this at work for a bit. Well, I got this in only 9 days. Kysona official AliExpress store, $31 after a bunch of coupons, but I just get really lucky with coins somehow. So shape is different from it's closer to the original cone. Cone pure. I don't know. It's closer to. I should just yeah. It's closer to the cone. Yes. Okay. So there is the newer Turtle Beach Pure Air that was released like a little over a year ago, okay? Notice the buttons up here, okay? The buttons are like symmetrical. On this one, the buttons are like lopsided.
Mm.
That is exactly what the Kysona is like. On top of that, the Pure here, things get like all the edges get really smoothed out. It still is an ergo mouse that's kind of an unsafe shape with this interesting hip flare on the back. The Kysona, though, is like very aggressive. Can I go to a bigger camera here? It has like really sharp lines. Like just look at how sharp that is.
Yeah.
Same thing goes on this side. Very sharp. So I definitely prefer the shape of my Pure Air. This is just feels so much more refined. Your fingers curl around it so much more nicely. If you like the sharp profile, I guess maybe you'll like this. It gives it an old school feel. You know how old mice were kind of boxy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Side buttons have a bunch of pre-travel, but they're actually quite nice. Definitely better than these, though they are located too high up. Buttons are mechanical. Juanos, they feel fine. They're a little bit on the light side, which I'm a fan of. Scroll wheel isn't very tactile, only like 3 out of 10 tactility, I would say. Middle mouse feels pretty standard, 5 out of 10. It has Bluetooth. There's dongle storage under this sticker. Like somebody
That's
showed
gate
it.
design though.
Yeah. But it comes with this is the dongle, which is the same as the ROM dongle, which is the
Oh, yeah.
same as the
Oh no.
Attack Shark dongle.
I heard that ROM accidentally like firmware bricked all their mice today.
Really?
But I don't know if that's actually true. So.
Oh, yeah, I have a message from my ROM contact that I need to address. He very randomly just asked, "Can you go to the ROM hub and see if like your mouse works or something like that?" And I was like,
Okay,
"What?"
so there you go. Yep.
Okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to say that.
Yeah, well.
So
there it
back
is.
to the Uranus. Yeah, the skates are huge. It comes with a spare set in the box, which is interesting. The weight I should have checked. 400 milliamp hour battery and coating. Surprisingly good. It reminds
Nice.
me a little bit of. Nope, not as good as the Mad Lions. Never mind. Not as good as the Mad Lions.
Okay.
Not as good as like a Scyrox, but it's better than most. Yeah, I'd say 6 out of 10 coating. There you go. Next topic. Oh, so I was using this at work today. So speaking of mice at work, you brought some peripherals to work for like the
For the
first
first
time,
time.
right?
Yeah.
So the discussion question is, what do you bring to work and like why? What's your thought process?
The mouse pad I took was the IKEA black square because it would fit in my backpack. So it's a smaller square cloth, super thick, super solid based mouse pad that it's just a mouse pad. But see here.
Yep. And what
That
else
one.
did you bring?
Exactly. I took the float with me and just a cable and plugged it into my like hub that my Mac runs off of today. So I was thinking to myself, if I didn't want to return this GPX Dex, I might, because it's actually a pretty comfortable shake. I like the shape now that I've used it for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I took the float to work and I cranked my DPI to 3200 and I took my mouse sensitivity all the way up and I like literally fingertipped across 3 monitors like a psychopath. So
Yeah,
quite the choice.
you're on Mac, and people say that the acceleration curve that's on Mac is pretty
It felt
pretty
terrible
nice.
to start. It was super slow and then I got it to go where I wanted. But
Mm.
anyway,
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
what
so
about you?
I actually bring at work right now for the pad I've had my GameSense LiDAR there for a long time, but I was using a so GameSense LiDAR, it's a Spandex pad. It's nothing special. It's a little bit of a slower Spandex pad, so like a Raiden, but 500 by 500, and they went on sale for like $21 for a long time. So you could get it shipped for like $28. It was pretty nice. Yeah, this pad is totally under the radar. Haha, like that's their other mouse pad. And then I also have a ESP Tiger Blaze V3 there, which is a Cordura pad. It's unique because it's a colorful Cordura pad, only 400 by 480. I like Cordura pads at work. The big thing for me at work is I need a durable pad because I go in and out. I work as a mechanical engineer and I go in and out of like a lab and stuff, and sometimes my hands are dirty. And if I have a normal cloth pad, it will get dirty so fast.
Yeah.
So Cordura is nice. Then for a mouse, every single day, you know how when you get certain mice, sometimes they give you little drawstring baggies like Lamzu
Oh yeah.
does, and
hmm
yep. So every single day, as I'm leaving, I grab one of these and I'll put 1 or 2 mice in it, and I'll just use different mice every single day. Because I honestly, we spend so much more time working than we do gaming. So,
Yeah.
I do a lot of CAD work. The scroll wheel matters a lot to me because it's zooming and it's also panning around. So some of my favorites are ROM, does a really good job with their scroll wheels. And yeah, I don't know. What was I using today? The Uranus. I already said that. Yeah. But I don't know. I have gotten comments. I mean, you've only had 1 day in, but for whatever reason, when I bring my Beast-X Max Boardsy, that gets the most comments. And
That tracks.
they are positive. People are like, "Oh, that's cool."
Oh, nice.
Which is surprising. I don't know. When I think of animal print, I think of like,
Cheesy leggings. Like
yeah, exactly.
weird jackets. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
yep.
don't know. The most eye-grabbing thing is the like pink purple gradient keyboard that I took in last week, the AK820 Max, which on its own actually I really like it. It's like thockier versus clacky, and I'm like trying to figure out what I like the most. But HE Max HE, God, they have so many versions of this stupid thing.
Yeah.
We looked at it before, but just to get the color idea real quick, yeah, this pink purple gradient, yeah.
Yeah.
No RGB though. It's ugly.
Yeah. I still think that's a clean. I don't know. 75% keyboards just look so clean in general.
And the arrow keys in this one are a little bit offset, where they can be like inlaid, depending on what
Yeah.
keyboard layout you have. Volume knob. It's nice.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. So guys, I have teased Matrova. I nearly pulled the trigger on some custom Matrova pads. I've talked about them in the past, but you guys want to go through some of these wallpapers here and tell me that I'm stupid or not for some of these? So
You're stupid.
Okay, thank you. Next topic.
Case closed.
Matrova has a custom pad thing where you can pick your base, you can pick your size, you can pick the different surfaces they have, and they like compare them to different artisan pads. You can have with or without the logo. All this for like reasonably priced with $10 flat rate shipping, and you can upload your own image. Okay, so I started like going through. I like Star Wars and stuff. Wouldn't these be some cool mouse pads? Star Wars Battlefront was a game I played. Battlefield 2042 is what I currently playing. This was on Reddit. That's a 2042 inspired background. You could do something minimalist like this or a lo-fi type of setting. I also like Pokemon. I grew up on like Pokemon Ruby. Did you ever play that?
I played a lot of Pokemon, like red, blue, yellow, silver, gold, crystal, fire red, leaf green, sapphire, ruby, emerald, every single one of those games.
Oh my God. When did you stop? What generation?
I think whatever came after fire red, leaf green.
Okay, that would have been
And
Diamond and Pearl?
I think so. I
DS?
played those a bit. It wasn't vibing with it. I hopped back in 2016 to like some Hawaiian looking Pokemon game. Didn't vibe with that. Never came back. So
Yeah. I pretty much just grew up on Ruby, so like this is the Hoenn map. That would make a pretty cool mouse pad.
oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
so fun.
that's the
Getting the bike. Was
end
amazing.
credit. Yeah, end credit there. Star Wars, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Chimera,
I don't know how we
Star
haven't talked
Destroyer.
about Star Wars more. If you love Star Wars, I love Star Wars.
Oh, really? Have you been watching the like recent series and such?
I've fallen off because I haven't been able to watch it with my wife, but like
Mm.
watched the movies a ton. I watched most of Clone Wars, love Mandalorian, all the good stuff.
Okay. So, are you
Never
familiar?
finished Andor.
Oh, Andor's, dude, the first season blew my socks off. It's slow because like the whole first season, I won't spoil things. The whole first season only takes place of like a relatively short amount of time. It's
Mhm.
not like days, but it's also not like years either. and it is pretty narrow focused on Cassian Andor and
Yeah.
his foray into. I'll just say well, you already
We
know.
got 5 episodes in.
Okay, so
I didn't want to stop, but I don't watch things independently, so
it starts a little slow and it continues kind of slow, but the storytelling is so good and it is so like it's very real. It's not out there whimsical Star Wars. It's gritty, kind of like what Rogue One would be.
yep.
But do you know the character Grand Admiral Thrawn, the villain?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so his ISD is called the Chimera.
Okay. Nice.
He's my favorite character. Map from the first video game I played, Junk Flea, pretty cool. That might abstract lighthouses. Lugia's really freaking
Ooh,
cool.
nice.
Yeah. So, what inspired me with this mouse market? Hang on. Did you
The
see
Gyarados
the
pad?
Gyarados? You did see that.
Yeah.
So cool.
How
So
does this come to
cool.
be?
Xraypad does custom prints.
Oh, on anything. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so he asked $55 for it and he got it. This is amazing, dude.
It's really well done. Yeah.
Really well.
Xraypad.
And if you
Killing
just look up Gyarados,
He was such a cool Pokemon to me.
paper.
That was such a cool Pokemon to me. Like,
I know. I don't know the
he was
like.
so vulnerable to lightning though. Electric though. Oh man. Back when he was a dragon clearly, but he was flying in water types.
Yeah. So this is the original image here.
Magikarp.
So it's like a phone background.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
so cool though. Yeah, I don't like it when people do the photorealistic Pokemon. Some of those are really disturbing. But yeah,
You didn't play Pal World, did you?
no, not at all.
I played the crap out of Pal World. What a fun game.
Oh, really? Apparently there's like a lawsuit in progress with that or something.
They ended up winning almost all of them on the Pal World side.
Oh. Well, I thought there was
They
a new one
beat
that like
Pokemon.
came up
Oh, maybe.
like this year though.
Yeah, it was. They came out on
Oh,
top, what I heard,
oh, cool.
which is shocking because Nintendo doesn't lose.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
Yeah.
What else? Some more Star Wars. This is the end credit scene from Ruby, which is I think this is
Yeah.
probably going to be one of the pads I choose. That's so
Nice.
cute. Yep, Legendary Birds are some of my favorites. Zapdos was my favorite. Some minimalist
Mhm.
Zapdos stuff. Also some guns from Battlefield 2042. I was like trying to figure out a way to do these in a nice art mouse pad style that isn't dumb, and I don't really think I can. Yeah, I do really like. This is another gun from Battlefield 2042. I like this. I might do one that's like this, but I don't know. I do like darker color themes for a pad because you don't want it to show stains super easily. I think this is my favorite one here. I just don't like this rusty wall. This is apparently the Sierra Nevada. It's like a famous painting from like the 1800s, and then
Oh.
this person kind of did that too. That's cool. This is my favorite
I
one
love
overall.
this one.
Isn't this
Yep.
cool?
Yep.
The one thing that kind of bummed me out though is the closer you look at it. Star Wars X-Wing wallpaper colorful. If you zoom in closely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually crappy quality.
Well,
Oh.
it's AI generated.
AI.
The thing
Yeah.
that got me was this blue splotch here. I thought that was a little weird. And then I want to say one of these like blaster things like oh, I guess the fourth one's just hidden. Doesn't matter
Well,
to
an
me.
actual X-Wing.
I still oh, okay. X.
Something about this looked off to me.
The
But then I was like, nah, I'm just crazy.
it looks a
Oh,
little
it is just straight
squished.
up off. Yeah, okay. I'm not crazy.
And
The like
yeah, it's
cockpit
too
is
short.
above the like four. Yeah, where
Oh, yeah,
that
that
should
too.
be in the middle of them. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I caught. Yeah. Okay.
I just chalk it up to there's a million different types of X-Wings, so I don't really care. I love this aesthetic. I love the
It's still super
colorfulness.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super simple. So this is my favorite one for the mouse pad out of all the mouse pads I've picked so far. That's definitely getting one. I need to figure out though, it's a weird aspect ratio. The mouse pad would be much taller. Like this one's cool, but it's too wide.
Yeah.
And yeah, more Star Wars stuff. I like the ones without the logo though. And I think, yep, that's it. So I don't know. Do you have what would you do on your custom pad? You have like a 8-bit Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is kind of cool. This would make a really good mouse pad.
Something lo-fi looking. I really like the aesthetic of that X-Wing. It's like anything that was similar to that, but that I also liked.
You like that it's
I
retro,
would
that
be
it's colorful?
yeah, the colorful retro combo. Yeah. I don't know. I'm very indecisive on this kind of thing. That's why I can never get a tattoo. I would hate it like 2 days later.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's
Like I
it's
can
kind of
pick a phone
cool.
wallpaper. I've used that as a phone wallpaper before.
Really? This exact one?
This exact picture, yeah. And then I'll like hate it like months later. I've used that one too. Yeah, I like Star Wars
Oh,
wallpapers.
because dude, you could get okay, here's an idea. You could get a few Matrova pads and do all this do this one, do this one, do this
Super
one.
minimalist Star Wars phone wallpapers are my favorite. Just super minimalist wallpapers in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I was asking my wife, I was like, should I just nix all these ideas that I like and just do a theme? Just have a green one, a blue one, a yellow one. That would be kind of
Make
cool.
definite mouse market or a mouse review post out of that. That's for sure. Mouse
Yeah.
pad review.
Get 5 upvotes, and then people are like, "Are you sponsored?"
I'll be like me and write a whole long review, post it, and get one upvote from you probably.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Post that.
Okay. We're at 1 hour 16 minutes. Yeah, we got time for I think one or two more topics. What is your mouse hot take? Hmm.
Bad coding can ruin a mouse for me.
I don't think that's a hot take though.
I couldn't think of a hot take.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I do agree that coding can really make or break a mouse. Coding is, I think, underrated. Like, I still use the stupid. I haven't sold my Viper V3 Pro, even though I have an ATKX one, simply
Yeah.
because of the coding. Larger skates too, but the coding, even just picking it up now, it's like, oh my gosh, my hand is stuck to it. It's so good. It's
That's
so
why I can
good.
never truly love a mouse because they just bare plastic all their mice. It
Who?
really bothers me.
Lamzu?
AJS.
Oh, Ajaz? Yeah.
Lambs use random colorways of like the Maya X that have like crappy no coding. And then whenever I post that, people are like, it's got the best coding ever on the white one. Well, I don't have the white one. So
Yeah. My Fanatic Thorn feels different from my White Thorn too.
yep.
Yeah.
What you got a hot take?
My
Say what I
hot
think about
take.
another hot take.
So, okay. I had. Okay, so one of them that I said earlier in the pod was I think we have too many safe shapes and I'm ready for some weird
Oh,
stuff like the Uranus. Sure, like going back to the cone pure, like what if we look at like top gaming mice 2014, looking at some older stuff. Yeah, like Mad Cat's rat and stuff, this is weird. I mean, you have some weird stuff like this. I do think there's like an over gamerified of like RGB and stuff. Rocket had a weird thing with like the Tyon and the
ooh.
Nith and the leader. Um, yeah, I mean there's people out there who swear by they'll have a mouse with a certain feature. Oh wow, the Phoenix Nasita. I got messaged the other day if I still had mine because
Oh,
I made a review a long time ago. Huge mouse, huge mouse. There are people who are going to be super set on certain features. For example, maybe these little buttons. I saw a post on mouse review asking for a mouse that
I
had
saw
these,
that.
yeah, a
Yeah.
while back. Or maybe like a thumb toggle or something. So I do think there is a market, and that's I guess my hot take is I'm down for more weird stuff, even if it's not for me. Um,
Give
just
me
because
weird dongles. There's a
give you
hot take.
that. Oh, okay, you like the
I'll like your mouse
Philena.
more if you've got some weird ass dongles. Yeah,
Really? Oh, I don't
uh,
like that. I want to like,
I just think that's different.
okay,
I don't know.
sure. I mean,
I'm just making stuff up over here. I didn't prep for this topic very well.
no, I feel you. I mean, these are literally here's two ROM, an Attack Shark, and a Kysona dongle, and they're all the same.
Like, have a normal boring dongle. That's fine. I don't care. But I appreciate a different one.
Huh,
A unique
okay,
dongle.
okay.
Although I honestly have come to dislike the WLMouse box cube.
Yep,
It's just
It
Yeah.
doesn't fit in our calculator organizers.
Gosh, dang it. Neither does a stupid Zowie U2 one.
Oh, I just jammed mine in. It fits
I
barely.
did too. Oh, wait. Okay, it fits. You're right. But I had to jam it in there. Yeah.
Okay.
These don't play nice either. The AJAZ charging bases, of which I cannot pair mine
Yep.
for this 159 poop AP. So
Really? Okay. Huh.
it
Uh,
connects the like little tiny white, little plug like laptop plug dongle, but it doesn't.
oh, I got a hot take that you and I agree with.
Magnesium is dumb.
That is very true. Magnesium is dumb. Glossy mice. Where
Love
are
it.
the glossy mice?
Absolutely love it.
Yeah,
It's just free grip. What the heck?
I know.
It's satisfying to run your fingers over the clicks. I don't know. That's something I like about a mouse. Does it satisfy me to run my fingers over the clicks? I like your mouse more.
Yeah, it's simply Rocket Jump Ninja had that test where he would grip a mouse just with like two fingers and slowly move his fingers apart. And the
Yeah.
idea is that you don't want the mouse to slowly slip. You want it to all of a sudden drop because that shows you're actually holding it with a ledge or something, that it's not just some, slippery bar of soap with no
Mhm.
contouring. And it's the same thing with like a glossy mouse. A glossy mouse, your fingers will friggin' stick to it unless I guess you like put baby lotion on your hands before you grab it.
Eat McDonald's.
Eat That's right, the guy with the
Never forget.
never forget the stained G Pro Super Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what happened to those
fraternity.
posts? What happened to those posts? We haven't seen any more since that little bit.
It was a smear campaign.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Stop looking at Uranus, dude. Gosh.
Okay, you're right. I should. All right. And on that note, I guess we're gonna wrap. Wait, did you have anything else you wanted to add to the pod?
A week has been very busy.
Okay, yeah, you want to talk about it?
It's just hard to make YouTube videos and exist in life anymore. Like, because if you're going in, I only go in the office 2 days, but like doing so requires me to go to bed much earlier, which I know is bad for circadian rhythm. But anyway, there's 2 nights a week I can't make a video. Can't like play games as much as I want, and then like if I'm hanging out with my wife and not being a terrible person and playing with the kids, if I want to like work out and just have like any amount of health, like it's adulting is a lot,
Yep.
unfortunately. Well, adulting with kids and a job
Yep.
that requires you to drive to the office 40 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah, that bites. Yeah. I've never been work from home, but I did have one job that was like a 45-minute to an hour long commute, and that just sucked. Because even if I took like a half-hour lunch to only have like an 8.5 hour work day, didn't matter.
I don't even mind being in the office anymore. Like the period from when I get there to leave is fine.
It's
Because
the
like now I have
time.
a team and I
It's
can
the
talk to them. It's
times.
the time to get there.
Yeah. And like you would rather just be at work because you're just sitting there combusting gasoline and
Not only am I losing the time in the car there, in the car back, I'm also getting up earlier, and there's the whole prep time to be able to go, which just doesn't happen on a work from home day.
Yeah.
And I just get to live less of my life. And then like my car breaks down, and there's gas costs and parking costs, and it all sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Let
feel
me
that.
teleport.
I know. And then you have one night a week. You have one free night a week, and then it's taken up by the stupid MouseCast podcast.
Oh yeah, I do lose a definite. There's no night. I can't do the Thursday. Yeah. So there's 3 days a week that are gone instantly.
Yeah.
So if I feel bad one night and I work out again another night, that means I have one night to edit and shoot, and I'm done. So
Okay. Well, maybe next podcast I'll just carry the whole thing, and you'll just be editing and filming in the
just have me in the
background.
background. Yeah.
And then I'll be like, Daz, what do you think about this mouse has 18 side buttons? And you'll be like, I don't
You
know.
can't watch me record though, because when I'm doing a take and I screwed up, I just like slew a bunch of curse words together and leave it in. So when I'm editing, I get to laugh at it. So
Yeah. My week's been pretty good. I'm happy that I finished a design that So in mechanical engineering, you come up with a design for a widget that does something, and then you take that design and you make drawings for it that are like manufacturing drawings, so like how to actually build it. So imagine designing a Lego set, what it looks like, which pieces to use, where they go, the colors,
Mm.
the structure of it, yada yada. But then you have to make the instruction manual so that people can actually build the thing that you created in your mind, because you know it only exists in your mind and your computer right now. So yeah, the design part is the challenging but fun part, and then
Mhm.
making the actual manufacturing drawing is the mundane but easy, shut your brain off, listen to podcasts part. So I'm at that
Right.
part right now of this design that's taken me like a few weeks. So um yeah, that's nice, but uh yeah, other than that, I mean, work's been fine. Social life has been okay. Did I do anything interesting? Um, oh, I might be going to a concert with some friends where our local orchestra is going to be performing the songs of John Williams.
Ooh, that sounds amazing, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so John Williams, right? He did like Star Wars, he did Lord of the
Ah,
Rings too, right?
Duel of the Fates is my favorite song, dude. I love that
Oh
shit.
yeah. Binary Sunset is fantastic. That's also, yep, that's also Star Wars.
I'll just pop Duel of the Fates on randomly during like bath time with my it's just a mess with my wife.
So I actually,
Mm.
so with I'm doing a double date with a couple. We actually went with them years ago to the same local orchestra performing the music of Star Wars, but it was during the Star Wars showing. So it
Mm.
was at the like orchestra hall, projector screen behind the band that was playing. Um, was it playing a new I think it was playing A New Hope. Yeah, the
Mm.
episode 6. So it would play the movie, and then when they got to a part where there was music in the movie, they would play it live while the movie is still going on. It was very cool. It was a little bit surreal because it's like you don't know who to watch because you're like, oh, I'm here watching the movie, but then it's just playing the same old music that you know is there, and you're like, oh, this is kind of lame. But then you're like, no, it is really cool because it's right in front of us, but it's lame because I'm not giving them enough attention. The
I do have a
funniest,
question.
the
Was it A New Hope or was it episode 6? Because New Hope's episode 4.
oh, sorry, Return of the
Sorry.
Jedi. I'm sorry. I think it was 6, Return of the Jedi.
I could not
Um,
resolve that. Sorry. Yeah.
no, thank you. The
Anyway.
the funniest part though was the music isn't constant throughout the whole movie, right? So, what do they do when they're not playing? Half of them are just like down, just like looking at their music, thumbing through things, twiddling their thumbs. The other half of the orchestral players are like rubbernecking, looking at the movie screen
Watching.
behind them, watching it. It was funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. I gotta imagine that's gotta be pretty cool to like, I don't know, if you're a fan to be able to play that. Yeah. John Williams, quite a guy. Is he still
That's
alive?
fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's 93 years old, brother.
Gene Hackman passed away today, 95.
I don't know. I don't know anything about him. Yeah.
I knew him
Gene.
as from Hoosiers. Very
Yeah.
good actor.
Oh, that's a bummer. I did hear about this, but yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Wait, wife and dog found dead at home? I didn't get that. Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, suspicious, but they weren't saying anything about foul play. I don't know. I read it at like 7
Oh,
this
I just
morning.
saw he was 95 and was like natural causes.
Yeah,
Wow.
his home in New Mexico. He retired in 2004, I read.
I had some fun parenting moments this week, last week.
Oh yeah?
My my daughter's in a phase where she just refuses to leave the house sometimes unless she has her pajamas on, and we refuse to let her leave the house in pajamas. So
So
you
what's the
can imagine how that
workaround?
goes. Well, one day there was not one. We just didn't go anywhere. One day she screamed for 2.5 hours and then suddenly was fine with it. So then we've tried all of the things we could think of, all of the things the internet suggests, and it just nothing was doing it. So we got a checklist for morning and night, and her task-oriented brain likes that. So one of the things on the list is get dressed, and so far it's been working.
Interesting. Task-oriented brain. Okay, she's a type A already.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. And then today I got home and the first thing she told me was, "Dad, I pooped on the floor."
What?
She decided she wanted to go to the bathroom by herself, and then closes the door, and my wife hears her yelling for help, and then she opens the door, and she's just standing there, spread-legged, just a pile of crap on the floor
In the bathroom? Was it
in the
tile?
bathroom.
Okay, thank
It's like
goodness.
it's a floor that doesn't have, yeah, it's like whatever laminate, but my wife
Hmm.
was like, it was not great, and I just died laughing. Like I thought it was so funny.
That's funny. Well, she's getting to that age where she's like their mind thinks about like relieving themselves. They like want to potty train. They're
She's
like,
full. Well, she is full potty trained, but she hasn't done it
oh,
by herself yet.
okay,
So somewhere
okay.
between getting her pants off and getting down there, it went awry, and on the
Silly
floor they went.
kids. What
Yeah.
is going on in that mind of theirs?
Mm,
Where's
who
the,
knows?
let's follow the logic path there. Yeah. Okay.
What is this? The VXCR one or Madar Major? It's an
What?
interesting time to. There's a review posted at the Madar Major Plus. I just feel like we're
Oh,
like a year late,
yeah.
but
Well,
good pictures.
yeah, good pictures. He talks about the software. That's something that I always
It
skip over
was
my reviews. I don't care because I set my DPI, delete all the other levels, and then move on with my life.
enough people complain about it that I put it in my reviews, but I try to make it quick or make it like some snarky joke while I'm doing it to make it interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, WLMouse Beast, Fabulous Beast series teased. We don't know which series. I'm guessing.
Hmm.
What do you think? Um, you think the sword, the ergo? You think the strider? You think?
I'd like them to do the Strider a little bit better with some colorways. Like, I'm not saying I don't want a Strider, but oh yeah, I guess I set my XM2 off for repair and they've received it, and I'm just anxiously awaiting getting it back because I was maining the heck out of that mouse when I had it,
Mm,
the XM2 wireless.
yeah, I still want to try one.
Ah,
There's a 8K wired that came up for $40 on
saw
Mouse
that.
Market. Black. If it was the white or translucent white, I would have gotten it.
Their coating on their white ones are so good.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah,
And
Leviathan still a really awesome mouse, guys.
on my desk, it hasn't left. I really like it.
Yeah, it's one of my go-to fingertips. It's not a Viper Mini shape. I don't know who gets the idea this is a Viper Mini. It is not a Viper Mini. It is like
And
way too
um,
tall and like flat-sided. And
that fact was covered thoroughly in the Discord server.
yeah, um, yeah. Here's the mouse from my friggin' coworker, ProtoArc. That's actually like I think they're a German company. I
Huh.
don't know, they put a lot of stuff on Amazon Vine. Venom WGC2. No idea what that is. Oh, look at this 131 gripper. Look at that. Oh, this is. I actually don't know the name of this mouse. Oh my gosh, a mouse that I
There's a
don't
mouse
know.
tray with the right side pinky rest.
Yeah, I don't know what this mouse is. Oh my gosh, usually MM520? I'm
What?
sure I've like heard of this, but yeah, okay. Cookie bot deny. Yes, continue here. Okay,
Pack specs, go. I'm curious.
maybe not. Just discover. I have to hit
I don't.
discover. Okay,
I don't care.
1200, 12,000 DPI. What sensor is that? I don't know. 250 IPS though. That's not bad. Okay, so this is actually usable.
1K
101
hertz.
grams. No,
Huh.
it's 1000 hertz, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean this is an old mouse. This is probably like 2017, 2018 if I had to guess. I don't know, that's the newer Cooler Master logo though. I don't know. Um so many ads now. Lamzu Thorn SE? Does he just mean the Fnatic edition? Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no. Okay, I did not think that they would come out. Lamzu would do like an SE. I mean, they're already trying a budget brand, sort of that's Scyrox.
Yeah.
Yeah, like diluting a brand is an interesting thing. You know, you don't. That's like Apple doesn't want to do an iPhone SE all the time because it like dilutes, and then if you have bad customer experiences with lower end hardware, then that reflects poorly on the brand overall.
Hmm.
And I think, are there any? I think Attack Shark struggles with that, right? So they have the Attack Shark R1 is like $15. The Attack Shark X11 like $20. The X6 like 25,
It
$30.
cheapens the
They're
brand. Yeah.
super cheap. But then they come out with Magnesium mice that with like Omron opticals, but then they ask $70-$80 for it, and you're like, I'm not
Yeah,
spending $80 on an Attack Shark, even though, brother, I love this mouse. This is so good.
very good. Yep.
So good.
Fingertip, claw. It's very good.
Yeah. So I don't
People
know.
like the R6 a bunch. I continue to debate buying it, but then I don't.
It's
So,
just not interesting enough to me. If you have a Sora,
I have the
I don't
Dharma
know.
Shark X6. It's like the Sora 4K shape. So yeah.
Yeah, you get Amron Opticals with the Attack Shark, but yeah. I don't know. Are there any other brands that are like super diluted? Um,
M-Chose has risen.
M-Chose has
I thought
risen.
I thought they were cheaper and they're not. Like they're like the solid budget.
That is a really good point. Because they started out with like the M-Chose A5 was I think the very first mouse. That was the first mouse I had from them. And these are cheap. I think I got this back in like November 2023. So over
I got like a newer batch Pro Max, and I think they brought it up to standard a little bit because it was solid. But
even this one back, the ones that I had were fine. They were quite good. The side buttons are so good on these. I only spent
then
like
they've added
25,
like
30 bucks.
their coating's gotten a little bit better. Their Omron optical implementation's light and super spammable.
Yeah.
It's just what do I not love? Stock skates, whatever.
Anything new on Metkeys? Sometimes I check their new releases. The Bloodline is pretty cool.
It
Um,
is.
I do think the red looks a little bit toyish, maybe. Yeah, a little bit toyish.
The bottom being red might be a bit much.
I don't. I'd like
It's a
to
little
see
bit
it.
too Inca-ish, not Inca-ish, Red Maya-ish. Yeah.
I would like to see it in person. Yeah, those
If it
side.
fades as much as the Tachi did, it'll look great in person. So
Yeah. Waizawa Cloud XS is still one that I want. And then you and I are both mildly interested in the James Danke.
I keep I don't know if I got a coin deal on it. The coin deal was like 1% for me.
For
Sale
me,
expired in AliExpress.
the I dude, I could show you my app right now. I have a Filena S480 for like $67, 56% off with coins. You actually click it and it's only like 5% off with coins. I don't know how
I
the
had
coins
that.
work.
I saw that earlier. Yeah, what the heck's going on?
Yeah, for me when you go to checkout it still is like $61.
Yep. Yep.
So, for me like all the coin deals are that way, but yeah, I think the lowest I could have gotten a James Donkey was like $42 and I passed on it because I had an HTX that was supposedly to come, but I had to do the PayPal dispute today because the guy has ghosted me for a month.
You see that? There's side buttons. S480. It's just stuck.
Oh,
I
it
just pushed it
is.
in. It's
Yeah, it
stuck.
is. Yeah, try giving it a smack to pop it back
No,
out,
it
man.
comes out. I just know you can get it
Oh,
stuck.
oh,
And then
that's a
the back
bummer.
button syncs like you can't see it. You could sync the back button to like the middle of the mouse almost. It's
That's too bad. We know that
very disappointing. I'm gonna review it.
Kysona made the mouse.
I'm gonna head to head it with a V6, and the V6 is going to absolutely
Smash
murder
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, here it is on on the Kysona
yeah.
website,
That's
M605.
literally this mouse,
Yep.
right down to the scroll wheel coloration, everything.
Yep. We talked about this on a previous episode, and yeah, there it is.
36 plus or minus. It's exactly.
Yeah. Now they show a cool orange color, which is interesting, but
Yeah,
I mean, Kysona, they make cheap stuff. It's not,
it's super usable in game, but it's not
yeah,
a $70
but it's
mouse.
not, yeah.
It's a $35, $40
I don't know.
mouse.
Once you're in the $60 to $70 price range, it's like Scyrox or bust, dude.
You have to compete with $100 mice basically, which
Yeah.
Skyrox does in my opinion. So
Yeah. Now, Kysona, they're advertising, where does it say? Um, they say whatever, Space Series. So they have the Mars, right? They have the
Mhm.
Uranus. I want I want this one. I want this one, dude, in gold. Oh, we don't have enough gold mice. That's so cool.
Oh wow, yeah.
3950, 39 grams plus or minus 3 grams. It looks like it's gonna be like a Sora type shape, but maybe not. I don't know. I want that.
Atlantis, Sora? I don't know. Yeah. It's not tapered
Yeah.
enough to be an Atlantis.
Yep. And there's the Uranus.
Yep.
And the Mars, the M511 we know about. This is one, I want to get this one if it ever comes out in red. The M617. This is out in white and black, but it's like $40. I don't think it's worth that. Again, it's a Kysona. I'll pay like 25 for it, but not that much. Yeah, some of these are out. These are all out. These are all out. Yeah, that's out. I have one. This one looks interesting. That's an interesting looking Ergo. Yeah, like, again, maybe not a hot take, but I think some weirder looking shapes, more experimental stuff I'm down with. Still like safe in a, it's not like a bunch of angles and like gaudy knurled knobs and steel pieces and like rubber grips and stuff, but just some weird shapes I'm down with. Yeah. Okay, Des, can we end the pod?
Let's call it a pod.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, subscribe. We do this every week. Join the Discord. Links in the description below. We'll be back next week with another episode.
See ya.